3 stacks in the house, and today I'm very excited to bring you something that's been long waited. And I'm sorry, there's like 5 people who asked me, where's your Winwich Eidolon artifact deck? Sorry you guys, it took me pretty much a lot longer than it should have, you know, but I've been trying to pretty much fulfill the deck request that came prior to that before you asked me, because I'm trying to be fair and first come first serve basically. So yeah, this deck is really awesome. My Heralds have had a very long run of success. They're a powerful deck, but I think I want to try this deck out, see where it could take me this format. And if it doesn't do me any justice, you already know I'm going right back to my Heralds because that's my deck. I love it so much. But this deck is incredibly powerful, and it's scary too. It really is. This is a good deck. Mr. Crowley is awesome, MVP right here. I love the artwork of the Invoked monsters. They look so freaking sick. Everything in this deck looks sick. Yeah. It's beautiful, all hollows, no commons, so yeah, I can go max Rarity on this deck, so yeah, man, there's a lot of things I'm liking about this deck. I love the playstyle. I am an anti-meta stun kind of dude, and naturally, I don't play meta decks, but this deck kind of is going to be meta, because a lot of people are going to be playing Invoked Engine and anything they can. So yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into this main deck. We're running 3 copies of Mr. Crowley. This guy is really phenomenal. This, like, if I can stress this enough, if you have one Aleister Crowley, you have an invocation every turn, no matter what, how you look at it, unless they negate his effect. So you can live off of one, but you want to run as many copies of this guy as you can, because every first turn you want to be making an invocation play. I like him a lot. He's just really powerful, and that 1000 attack and defense boost comes with the clutch. It helps you to just beat over stuff. It's really good. And then of course for the Wind Witches, these chicks are so freaking sexy. Look at this girl. She is gorgeous. Triple Ice Bell. She's the sexiest one. And then, you know, she has to keep ugly friends around her, so she looks even better. And double Glass Bell and 1 Snow Bell. I'm doing the 3-2-1 ratio. I have wanted to run 2 of this, but I have Call the Haunteds and I have Daigusto Emerald. So it's like, you know, it doesn't really come up as much as you would think it would. So I think 3-2-1 ratio is perfect. You can always Daigusto Emerald for like 1 of this, 1 of that. And the Crystal Wing, put the Crystal Wing back in your extra deck at these, and you have a whole nother Crystal Wing indestructible play, because they do kaiju it, and your options are either Daigusto Emerald, the engine that makes Crystal Wing, or activate Call the Haunted and bring Crystal Wing back. But it's pretty powerful, and I think this deck is going to be really good in the Link format when people are limited to pretty much how many monsters they can bring out in their extra deck. This deck makes like 1 boss monster and protects it, like how Evil Swarms protect Ophion. So I think it's going to be a really good deck. But yeah, these are my girls. They're beautiful. Well, one is hotter than the other ones, I ain't gonna lie. And then for the artifact engine, we've got 3 scythes, sexy scythes. This is like, you win against artifacts. You win against Zodiacs. I've been playing a lot of Lightsworn Eidolon decks, and it's strange, but it's a good deck. They're making like Makaba, Minerva, they're making Cypher and Little Mega, just crazy first turn plays. And this pretty much limits them to only make Wolf, Mill Wolf off your deck, Mill Felice, and Mill Normal Summon Raiden. So if you break their extra deck plays, they only comeback play is Fairy Tale Snow. And what does this deck do? Play Invocation, banish Fairy Tale Snow from the graveyard, make your Makaba, no more Snow. And I have to say, the last round I played last night, when I was using my Heralds, I played the Eidolon Lightsworn deck, and I raw spear moded him, right? And he banished my raw spear mode and 6 other cards from his graveyard to bring out Fairy Tale Snow. And I thought to myself, dude, like, I had to shake his hand, you know, at the end of the game, like, you did that, you won fair and square, and who would have thought of that? Like, I play some really skillful players. This is the first time somebody's ever played around my raw spear mode, so that's another reason why Fairy Tale Snow is a huge problem. She's a huge problem. If she doesn't get banned, I'm just gonna have to keep banishing her with my invocation. So yeah, I think that playing Scythe and pretty much making Makaba means that the Lightsworn Eidolon deck has literally no plays. They can't make Snow. They can't bring monsters from extra decks. So you could take control of the game so easily. All you need is 1 turn to establish your board, and everything they make, you're going to be able to answer to it from that point. And of course, the Spicy Moral Attack, because he doesn't target, and he helps you to out, like, say for example, you're going second, you can just bring him out, get rid of the extra deck monster, and then Scythe, and then keep them from going back into the extra deck. So the 4, it works good. If you run out of targets, you really want to use Daigusto Emerald on at least 1 of the artifacts, so that your Sanctums are always live, because Sanctum is a powerful trap. And the cool thing with artifacts in this deck is once they realize that you're playing artifacts, they're going to be scared to Twin Twist you. So your Solemn Strikes, your Mirror Forces, if you run them, your Vanity's Emptiness, it's gonna be safe. And if they're crazy, you know, like if they seriously are crazy, they're gonna Twin Twist your Sight, lock themselves out from the extra deck, they're gonna pop your Sanctum, you pop a card they control, and bring out your Sight anyways. And to sum up the monsters, I'm doing a double Maxi. Ghost Ogre is not main deck worthy for me just because there's 2 other cards that I could run that are a lot better than her at any situation. But I feel mainly the Maxi's help because he's an Earth attribute and he just gives me that draw power. This deck has like little to no draw power at all, and the draw power really does help. Then we have triple Magical Meltdown, 2 super rare, shiny, beautiful Terraformings. When I built the deck, I was running common Terraformings, and these were the only 2 non-hollows in my whole deck. You can imagine how bad my balls were freaking hurting. My balls were hurting bad. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to get 2 more supers. So the deck is 100% hollow. Everything's shiny and beautiful, just the way I like it, because I'm a rarity hoe. That's right. I'll be on that corner trying to sell for some secret rares. And double Invocation because I tested it at 3, right? And it was coming up too much where I have too many of these. I open with it and I want to search it with Mr. Crowley. And then also late game, you top deck this, it's like, it's horrible. So it was like, it was breaking too much. And because you're running 3, 5, 7, 10 copies of Invocation, you don't need 11. In my opinion, you could run that 3. I mean, it'll work, but it'll be 50-50. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. So I think I'm just gonna sell this one because it's at like 40 bucks right now. I might sell this one. And I also have like extra Invoked monsters, like an extra Macabre. I might just sell this one. And I go back and forth with this guy because I do like running him. So I may just like keep him and probably take something out my extra deck from him. But I think double Invocation is kind of the way to go. I understand the reasoning for people wanting to play at 3 because they're like, I'll see it more. But dude, you're running 10 copies of it. And it recycles itself. So it's like, there's no reason to. And so yeah, pretty much 3 Mr. Crowley, 2 of this, 2 Terraforming, 3 Magical Meltdown. You have 10 copies of this and it's just broken. As long as you have Magical Meltdown, they can't stop this anyway. So it's like, it's just really, really good. I like it a lot. So on to the next. Double Twin Twisters. Now this is very, very powerful in this deck because I am running artifacts. So if they don't kill my artifacts, I can kill them myself. I can pop 1 artifact in one of your Speller Traps and then bring out my Scythe and win the duel. So this is good. And also in-phase Twin Twisters on Zodiacs because naturally they run like probably the worst traps that can ever be used against you. Strikes, D-barriers, emptiness, the warning, stuff like that. Of course, hardly anybody runs Mirror Forces, which I don't understand. I love Mirror Forces in any deck I can run it in. I run it because it's just too good. It answers to established boards. But you pretty much, they're going to set like 3 back rows. In my personal experience with Zodiacs, they always set 1 bait and 2 actual live traps. So if you can snipe those 2 actual good traps on the in phase, then next turn they can't D-barrier you, they can't strike you. You're going to go off and you're going to win. So I like it a lot. I wouldn't play that 3 because this is a combo-based deck. And drawing into too many Twin Twisters when you're going first, you can't do anything. Even if you can set an artifact in this, it's like you have too many cards in your hand that aren't useful right now. And you need to be able to combo off. And for the 1-ups, 1 Instant Fusion. I wanted to run it out more, but I feel like I just didn't have space for another one. And 1 Soul Charge. And of course, 1 super duper sexy Ultimate Rare Raigeki to sum up the spells. And for traps, you guys should know this about me now. This is my favorite Mirror Force. Some people favor Drowning, some people favor Storming. They're like, I'd rather clear the board. I'd rather clog the board. I have too many grind games, especially in experience with my Herald, where I go into time. And as long as I can flip those monsters face down, if I can flip all your monsters face down, clog your monster zones, and you can't summon new monsters to attack me for damage, then I can be a douchebag to you and just keep passing turn until we go into the final turn and I win just because of time. So it's just something else that comes up. It's an alternative winning. It's an alternative method to winning, and honestly, I don't like it. But too many people have done that to me where they poke for damage and then stall out. Like when I played Paleozoics yesterday, he attacks me with a Maxi. I'm turn 0, he's turn 1, right? He attacks me with a Maxi. I'm at 75, he's at 8,000. He had 3 Wabokus face down. I couldn't get any damage in at all, and I hadn't made my Herald. I actually sided out pretty horrible, so I wasn't able to combo off. So I ended up losing to time that 1 Maxi, and all he did was just stall out. I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to do the same thing. So it's a really, really cool combo. You Quaking, you clog their monster zones. They can't summon new monsters. You're in control. It's up to you whether they play Yu-Gi-Oh now, because if they want to summon monsters, you have to kill the monsters. You could just keep passing turn and build up your wall of defense. somehow they dark hole clear the board, you're just gonna answer to everything. So this is a very, very powerful trap when you're going into time, and I go into time a lot for some reason. At every tournament I go to, it's just strange. But quaking is such a powerful trap. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'd rather clog the board than clear the board because it just helps a lot. And it's just a really, really trolly trap. A lot of people don't like it, and that's what I like to do. I like to troll people. I like to negate. I'm a control like duelist. I'm not really like an OTK kind of guy. I'm more like a general, a tactician. I like devising schemes to pretty much prevent you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Triple Sanctum. This is like a $40 card right now. All in all, to build this entire deck, it costed me over 800. When I first I ordered the Eidolon, the Invoked engine online, it costed me like 450. $30 of that was for shipping, and the other 430, I'm sorry, the other 420 was literally just the Invoked stuff and the the Invoked stuff and the terraformings. And I was like sitting here now realizing how much they have went down. I wish I would have waited, but I ordered them 3 days before they came out in Fusion Enforcer, so it was like pre-order, and it was ridiculously expensive. And then the cost of the artifact sanctums alone, that's 120 plus the size and stuff, like 130. Then dimensional barriers are at like 70 bucks. The strikes, the deck was really expensive for me to build, you guys. So it's like, I really want you guys to understand, I do this to show love. Like, I spent thousands of dollars doing deck requests for my people. Some people might say, dude, you're stupid, you're wasting your money. I say, this is how I show love to you guys. This is how I say, I appreciate your support. And when you ask me to build a deck, I'm gonna build it. It just takes time because, like I said, I buy this stuff, you know. I buy this stuff cash money, and 5 different people asked for 3 stacks. Where's your Winwitch Eidolon artifact deck? And it was like, man, I'm sitting here like, I want to say no because it's expensive, but at the same time, you know what? I like the deck, so I'm gonna do it. But yeah, sorry for the babbling and the rambling and stuff. Triple Strike. This should come as no surprise. It's just such a powerful trap. Bosch, all Bosch. You're trying to go like as high rarity as possible in this deck. This should come as no surprise. You want to run 3 Quaking, 3 Artifact Sanctum, and 3 Strike because these break boards. Double barrier, I have 4 dimensional barriers. 2 are in my Herald of Perfection deck, and 2 are in this deck. I had to order these as well, so you can imagine how my pockets were hurting and how mad I was at myself. But if I was to say like screw my Heralds, I could take a dimensional barrier out of them and put one in this and have 3 barriers. But I would never do my Herald of Perfection deck like that because I love it too much. So double barrier, and then double Call the Haunted to revive your Crystal Wing, revive your Invoke monsters, revive your Wind Witches, and continue comboing off in special, search, just go off. So Call the Haunted is really powerful. You can even Call the Haunted for Artifact Sight, and it's just like another Sanctum. This is like Artifact Sanctum all over again. Far as Rarity, I need to get 2 Ultimate Rare Maxis and 2 Ultra Parallel Rare of Call the Haunted. I believe that's the highest Rarity that's available for calls. And then one-ofs, we have 1 Sexy Ultimate Rare Solemn Warning. We have 1 Torrential. I think this is a very powerful trap. Board wipes are so good against Zodiacs, even against my own deck, except, you know, against the indestructible Crystal Wing. But it's just such a powerful trap. It even punishes the Infernoids for overextending. It punishes the what do they call it? The Lightsworn Invoked. I don't know what to call the deck. It punished them for overextending. They don't run very many traps. They probably on like 1 or 2, and they can't negate Torrential with this guy. That's the point I'm getting to. So it's a really, really powerful trap. I think you guys should definitely take in a Torrential Tribute. It used to be a 1-of staple. I don't know what happened. And then 1 Sexy Vanity's Emptiness. I don't want to do foreigns, but I do want to do max rarity. So I'm going to get a higher rarity version of the Call the Haunteds, and I'm going to get a higher rarity version of the Maxis. And that's the only thing in my deck that needs to go max rarity. Everything else is the highest rarity that's possibly available right now. Everything. It's all hollow. Maxed out. Even for the traps, there's I mean I could do a different rarity of this, but I think secret rare is just beautiful. But everything is just pretty much max rarity. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. And then we're going extra deck. Double Macabre. Now this guy, I have an extra invocation and I have extra Macabre. I'm just pretty much testing ratios, and it came up one time where I could have used a 3rd, but I was like, you know what, I have Daigusto Emerald anyway, so I'm good. I can just keep recycling. Well, Macabre is pretty much Ultimate Providence that banishes, so he's really powerful, and he's a $40 card right now. Double Raijin, I could run 3, but it's just space issues. It really is space issues. I'm not saying he's a bad card. He's really powerful. He's good. He's a level 5. He has good synergy with the deck, but it's just like space. That's the only thing. 1 Cockatiz. When you're playing water, like Mermail, totally awesome decks, Paleozoics. you can make this guy, and it's just like, it's broken. He's a wall, indestructible by card effects, can be targeted, attack him from D. I like him a lot. This next guy is like freaking sick. I mean, I love all the artwork for the Invoked. I think they all look sick. This guy looks like a freaking savage. Look at this dude. He looks so sick. He looks so tight. I love him a lot. He's really cool. And he does OTK Infernoids. Like, it's just ridiculous. Really, really powerful. His effect, the effect that gives him attack boost is continuous, so Deviati can't negate that. And you can just push over the Deviati, and then, you know, now you can activate his effect and just... If I'm not mistaken, it is activation. It could not be, because I kind of asked people, I'm like, Purgatrio, are both of his effects continuous effects? Like, it says this card can attack all monsters your opponent controlled. And to me, I don't think that's activation, so I'm not sure. I think it's just continuously he's attack boosting and attacking over and over. But this guy is just really, really powerful. If you're able to make him, he's going to be one of the biggest beaters of the deck that you can have access to. And the fact that he can attack everything, he's like Bujintai Susanoo. And then one Michelangelo, mostly to banish the Rapiers. I debated so tough on whether I run him or Kaliga. And I think Kaliga, universally, he's just better against every deck, limiting them to one monster effect. And if you negate that one monster effect, they still can't activate anything else, because it says if he attempts. An attempt means it can still get negated, but you still attempt it. So this guy, in combination with Solemn Strike or Dimensional Barrier or Makaba, it just means skill drain for a turn, basically. So I think he's really powerful. A lot of people underestimate him. And also the fact that only one monster can attack. This pretty much says you're gonna have to pick one of my monsters, and then I'm gonna out Mr. Crowley on whatever you're trying to attack, and then you're gonna die. Or instead of Mr. Crowley, I can just go Quaking Mirror Force. This guy is really trolly, and it's not fun to play against him. So I may switch Michelangelo out for him. But main reason is just banishing the Rapiers, and I feel like just in the experience I've had playing Zodiacs, banishing one Rapier just doesn't really do much. It doesn't stop them, it doesn't really hurt them. It's like, it doesn't really do much, so I don't know. This guy may come out, realistically, he's just 3,000 attack, 3,300 defense, and he does combo well with Elysium, because you can like just banish him instead of banishing Elysium himself. Keep the Elysium, banish him, and then clear the entire Zodiac board. So yeah, I don't know, but he may just come out, because Elysium is every attribute, and essentially you can use his effect on himself. But I love this guy so much. He's my favorite Invoked out of everything that's came out. I love his artwork. He's just so freaking sick. This guy puts in all the work. He's every attribute, so your Invoked fusion plays are incredible. 4K wall, 3,200 attack. And he can even banish the Rapier from your graveyard and then banish everything else. It's just so broken. So broken. No, I'm sorry. He can't banish the Rapier. He actually banishes one Invoked. Let me correct myself before somebody else tries to. He banishes one Invoked monster from your graveyard and banishes any other attribute, or he can banish an Invoked monster from your field. And then everything else is gone. So it's like, it's so broken. So yeah, he does combo well to pretty much kill Zodiacs. But it's like, he's just so good. I don't understand why they made this card, but he's just really broken. And I do recycle him with Emerald because I love going into this guy. He's like Judgment Dragon on steroids, and he just really is powerful. He puts in a lot of work. Naturally, I like to use him on something else so I can save him, so I can use his effect more than once while he's on the field. So like I'll, for example, banish this guy, banish the Fairy Tale Snows, banish everything else or whatever. Like when you're playing a light deck, banish anything. It doesn't have to be Snows. Banish all lights, and then that way you can keep Elysium, and then on their turn you can use him and banish again. So he's just really broken. I love this guy a lot. He puts in a lot of work. Really powerful. Norden for the instant fusion. This guy has nutty combos with Call the Haunted, so it's like spam. You pretty much can just build up a monster wall. And this is the main reason why I'm able to go into Cypher and Lord Omega. So you call for him, or you can instant fusion for him, and then you use his effect, right? You bring back your Belle, your Glass Belle. She's a level 4. And most people would say, oh no, you can only bring out wind monsters from your extra deck, level 5 or higher. Nordian special summons a monster, and that monster's effects are negated. So she basically is just a level 4 tuner. Synchro, Omega. Just like that. And it's come up a lot. It's really easy, and I like it a lot. It's just good synergy. And since this is a deck I'm going to be taking to tournaments, I wanted to have access to the best extra deck monsters that I can run. And of course, Crystal Wing, Clear Wing, because instead of the Wind Witch Synchro, because it has come up a lot where they Ghost Ogre my Snowbell and pretty much prevent me from going into Crystal Wing that turn. So if you stop in the middle of your combo and land on him, he's still a good solid option to sit on versus like that other bell thing that just burns your opponent. So I like him a lot. Really is strong. And if you have your Soul Charge, you can make your Crystal Wing indestructible and then Soul Charge, bring him back. Because you did Synchro Summon for him in the middle of going into it. So I like it a lot. So pretty much these are the 3 Synchros of the deck. And then for XYZs, Artifact Durandal, Dagusto Emerald, and 1 Castel. Now this and Cypher and Lord Omega essentially could have been this. The Utopia Lightning package. And I'm still debating whether I run Lightning because he's just so broken. But these are alternative options. So basically it's like I have 2 different effects access, and whereas Lightning is just pretty much to attack over. He is very powerful. He does kill floaters and he's at 5,000 when he swings. But it's like it's really hard. Like it's very hard and difficult to decide what I want to do with the extra deck. So it may go through some more changes, but this is a possible option. If you guys run the Instant Fusion, you can still Instant Fusion for Lightning, which I think is strong. But also because I plan on taking this deck to World Championship. He's a TCG exclusive, so I couldn't run him if I go to World Tournament anyway. So it's good and bad, but you know, if you guys have room, you should definitely run Lightning. But yeah, I wish I could. If I had space, I'd be running Utopia Lightning. Side deck: Slumbers, Double Dark Hole, Triple Raw Spear Mode. That one time somebody actually played around him. It really had my balls hurting. But I gave him his props. You know, like he was good, man. He's doing his thing. And then Double Lava Golem. This guy really helps going into time, especially with this deck where you can like Lava Golem them, right? Burn them for 1,000, then Artifact Sync them, bring out more tech, pop the Lava Golem so they can't poke you for damage. And anything they try to do is like you can stop it anyways. And then Kaijus, I'm only able to fit 3 this time because I'm side decking 2 Ghost Ogres. So yeah, if you have space, I recommend 4 Kaijus because 3 Slumbers and 4 Kaijus is kind of like the way to do it. But yeah, I really needed to side the Ghost Ogres because it's so powerful against Zodiacs. And I'm a competitive player, so I kind of have to side deck the best stuff I can. And for the honorable mentions of cards that did not make the cut, these are all cards that I could side deck or main deck, but I just simply didn't have space, or there were other options that just were more universal that would come with the clutch more than just a situational thing. This guy, he may just go into the deck. I don't know. It's just really hard to decide. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of the deck. If you think it's a good deck, you guys will definitely be seeing me play with this deck. And this is pretty much me fulfilling a deck request that was long waited and overdue. And if you guys like my deck building skills, if you guys think this is a good deck, let me know what's up, man. And also, if you're like an expert on the deck, I would love to hear your insight and some cool cards, some cool tips, and pretty much some advice you can give me on how to make the deck better. But yeah, pretty much this is like the best I can come up with right now. And it is a very powerful deck, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a killer, this format. So yeah, God bless you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in to this. It's your boy 3Stack signing out. And you guys have a wonderful day. And stay tuned. One of my homeboys runs Zodiac Yosenju Kaijus. And I got that for you guys because a lot of people were asking me for Zodiacs too. So we can pretty much get that out the way too. So yeah. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate you guys, and I mean, come on now. I've broken the bank over thousands of dollars to show you guys some love. So I hope none of you guys feel like, oh, this boy 3Stacks don't care about us. He only cares about getting numbers up. It's not true. But yeah, I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.